What's up, Rutgers? Today I'm not gonna show you how I spend my meal swipe, but rather how you can spend yours. Ever since my last video, I keep getting questions like, hey man, I have 140 meal swipe left, what should I do? So today I'm gonna show how you can spend your 100 and plus meal swipes. Before we start, I want to point out that you can in fact donate your swipe to the charity, but you're only limited to 2 guest swipes a day. First tip is also the most obvious, and that is to eat. Eat as many meals as possible. Forget about freshman 15. Ever heard about freshman 30? Just had lunch 10 minutes ago? Good. Go back 30 minutes to grab a banana and an hour later just to get a cup of coffee. Swipe 10 times a day. That's 70 swipes a week. I mean, it's better than not using it. Tip 2. No time to sit down and eat? Go to a meal swipe affiliated store instead.
A what?
I don't know what it's called. Anyway, before we get into different campuses, the Night Wagon does take meal swipe. However, you can only swipe 1 meal swipe at a time, and the guest must be present if you want to use a meal swipe. For college out, you have Takeout, Rutgers Club, and Cap Fair, which is located inside the med school, so better start studying for the MCAT if you want to eat there. For Livingston, you have Takeout, Rock Cafe, Sparrow, and Kilmer's Market. As for Bush, you only have Takeout and Woody's. 2 things to keep in mind.
Wait, what about Cook Douglas?
Where? 2 things to keep in mind. First thing is hours. Rock Cafe, Sparrow, and Cap Fair takes meal swipe as long as they're open. For Kilmer's, it takes meal swipe from 11 to 3 and 5 to 8 p.m. As for Woody's, it takes meal swipe from opening to 11 and 1 p.m. to close. As for Rutgers Club, you can enjoy student night buffet on Monday and Thursday from 5 to 7:30 p.m. You'll need a reservation, 1 meal swipe, and 2 $1 bills.
What about 1 $2 bill?
Second thing to keep in mind is the limitations. Let's start with the easiest. For takeout, you cannot have more than 2 swipes at a time, so swipe twice, get in line, and repeat. For Cap Fair, you cannot double swipe at all. That means 1 swipe a day, period. For Rock Cafe, Sparrow, and Woody's, you have unlimited swipes, but you cannot swipe back to back, so just make sure there's 1 person between your swipes and you'll be fine. At last, for Kilmer's, you have 3 swipes per checkout, and you can check out maybe 3 to 4 times a day because they won't let you abuse it. All of the stores above I mentioned have their own limits of how much you can get for a swipe or a value of $8. I know you pay more than $8 per swipe. I have no idea why, but I put a link below to the official Rutgers explanation of why it's only $8.
Don't forget about Cook Douglas.
Oh yeah, right. For Cook Douglas, you have Takeout, Cook Cafe, Douglas Cafe, and Red Pine Pizza. All of these doesn't have a time restriction. However, the limitations are pretty tricky. For both Cook and Douglas Cafe, you have this 2 swipe cycle where you have to wait 15 minutes between the 2 swipes, and then you have to wait another hour before you can repeat the cycle. As for Red Pine Pizza, you can only double swipe if you're getting a whole pie, or else get whatever is worth $8. Tip 2.5. So what should you do after getting all those sandwiches, pizza, chips, and Powerades? Well, stock the chips and the drinks because they last. As for those that doesn't last, check out my last video where I donate all the food to homeless people. I'll put a link down below. And tip 3 is also the simplest, and that is simply not to use your meal swipe at all. You pay for your meal plan and you can do whatever the hell you want. So you do you, go pick up your phone, call your mom, try to explain to her why the only swipe you've been doing is swiping right on Tinder and not your meal swipe.